Okay, so we are taking the cellophane off the Celestial box by Cloudberries. Just like all the other puzzles, it's this lovely kind of minimalist grey square box with the name in big writing. I love it when you stack Cloudberries puzzles together because they almost look like books if you put them on the shelf that way. But it just makes them look really neat and tidy. They always come in really neat boxes. So that's the cellophane off. And we'll take the lid off just now. Hopefully it won't make that noise. Oh, it didn't. That's good. There we go. So we'll pop that up there. Right, as you would expect. Bag of pieces. A little hello. I think I may have read out the hello poem in previous videos I've done with Cloudberries puzzles. It's a poster puzzle, so again we've got a poster of the image. Oh, that's nice. Oh, I do like that. Planisphere im coalesced or celeste. I'm assuming that's Latin for celestial planisphere. We've got the two big circles, and then we've got various. That looks like the sun where it hits the Earth on various times of the day. This, assuming they're Greek letters, Hypothesis Copernica or Copernicus. It's obviously something to do with the solar system, maybe, because you've got the sun in the middle. I don't really understand a lot of this. I've got to be honest. Motus terrae annui circa solum. Annui solum. The year? How the planet goes around in a year? Don't know. Yeah, lots of Latin on this, so I don't know what a lot of it means, but you can be sure that it's all to do with the planets and the solar system and the stars. We've got all the star signs here. Where's mine? Where's Virgo? Oh, there I am. Down here, there's Virgo. I really love the pictures on this. The way they've actually drawn the pictures. You can still see the stars as little black stars, but I really like the colour and the pictures. This is going to be fun. I think this is going to be fun. Anyway, that's the poster, and I'll just fold it back up and pop the hello poem over there. Oh, I don't think I got a sticker with this one. Or maybe I did, actually. I think they put the sticker outside of the box. I'm not sure, actually. I can't remember now. Anyway, you normally get a sticker. Right, so I'm going to open up this bag and pour the pieces in. That's us. Give them a little stir. They're nice deep boxes. The Cloudberries boxes. They don't, they're not really shallow ones where the pieces would be kind of flipping over the side as soon as you dip your hands into it. They're nice and deep. Fairly good variety in pieces. I actually think I might use my shuffle method when doing this. If you don't know what I mean, I've talked about this before. I call my usual method of doing puzzles the shuffle method, which basically means that I shuffle around the pieces and I just grab, for example, edge pieces, grab them out, many as I can find, lay them out, and then I just put them together, so there's a bunch there. So I'll use my shuffle method, maybe there's a corner, and then I shall... It just depends on how easy it goes together after that. It's possible, I don't know, maybe after that shuffle for these types of pieces with the yellow border. These pieces with the yellow, which is obviously like the edges of these circles, shuffle for them. And put those together and just take it from there. There's quite a few splashes of red on that image, but they're scattered about, but they're not big, so I could probably put together all the little bits of red and then position those. Could probably quite easily find these circular bits because there's lots of lines in them. So I think that they'll stand out, like this bit, for example. Obviously, I think it goes in one of these. So yeah, so I think the shuffle method might be okay with this one. I must admit, it's nice to do a puzzle occasionally without having to do sorting. I did sorting with the other Celestial Planisphere puzzle, but I found it easier doing that. And honestly, with 1,000 pieces, it's not that much of a chore. But this is my preferred way of doing it. Just shuffling about and finding the pieces. So 2 different puzzles, 2 different methods. Seems right. So yeah, so I shall stop this part of the video now. I mean, again, just very quickly, really good thick pieces, lovely matte finish. It's not overly shiny. They feel really good quality. Cloudberries puzzle pieces, and I've not seen any stuck together yet either, so that's a bonus. Lovely colours. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope you enjoy it. I will get started finding my edge pieces just now. See you after. Right, okay, so my first shuffle has yielded these pieces. So I do have 4 corners, and I've got a whole bunch of edges that I can be getting on with now. This pile here is bits I've found with the yellow edges of the circles on. This is bits that I think belong to some of the smaller circles around the edge. Tend to stand out because of all the circular lines on them. So that's that pile there. Then I've got this pile here, which is like any of the little kind of titles on sort of the flags. So the title at the top and all these little kind of ribbons underneath labeling all of these circles. So that is any pieces I've found that are like that. That's an edge piece there. And I've also found Virgo. They weren't together in the box. I just happened to home in on 2 VIRs, which were obviously Virgo, I think. I don't know if that one's finished. And then I just happened to see Go. So I figured since it's my star sign, I might as well do that one first. So that's them. This one here is the only bit I found where all the lines join. So I think I got that out because it's obviously one of the centres of the circles. I think it might be that one actually. Yeah, I think it's that one. So yeah, you know, I've probably not got every one of these yellow pieces or edge pieces or whatever, but I've at least got some to be getting on with. This is how I do it with the shuffle method. So I'll crack on with these pieces and then I'll do a bit more shuffling after that. Okay, so just by way of a quick progress report, the edge is almost done. I think I'm just missing one piece just there. And I had to do another shuffle to find the rest of them, but I got most of them out. I've started to fill in some of these outer circles in the corners and also in the middle, and fill out a lot of the kind of the title at the top. So I've just done another shuffle and found a whole bunch more of these kind of diagram pieces, and I've obviously pulled out a lot of these kind of the edges of the big circles, the yellow kind of borders. It looks a bit messy at the moment, but there is kind of a method there to the madness. This is kind of how the shuffle method is when I use it. So, but it starts to kind of become more orderly as it goes along. Sometimes I just like changing the method up, and I've been doing a lot of puzzles where I've had to sort recently, so it kind of makes a refreshing change to not have to kind of diligently sort all the time. But yeah, it's coming along really well. I'm really enjoying it. I really love the colours. I love these dark, like really dark greens, and the pink on the flag there, and these yellows, and I really like the colours in this puzzle. I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on now, just putting in these pieces that I've pulled out, and also attempting to try and put these circles together as well. So we'll just carry on. Okay, so I have put together all of the borders of the circular sections that I could find, and I have since gone through and done another shuffle, but it was a slightly more thorough shuffle. I turned over all the pieces and I was able to pull out quite a lot more that I needed, including the last edge piece and a few more. So these ones here are ones that belong to any one of the 6 circles. That's what those ones are. These ones here are ones that belong still to the border that I wasn't able to find the first time I shuffled through. These ones here are just a small pile of pieces with these red, yellow and green kind of look like brush strokes, but I don't know why I kind of homed in on them, but I think it's because they've been partially put together at the bottom, and I just picked those out when I found them. But I haven't really picked out much from the inside of the circles yet. This pile here is the biggest. These are pieces that still belong to the outside of the puzzle. These bits that look like clouds and kind of sky, and a few bits with these ribbon sections on. So I've got quite a lot to be going at there, so I'm going to just fill all those in, and then in theory in the box there really should only be what's left inside the circles. So let's see if that's true. Okay, so I have now finished all of the pieces around the outside of these two large circles. So I've done all of the 6 diagrams. The Celestial Planisphere title at the top is finished. And all of these pieces with like clouds. I love that colour green. All of these bits kind of in between are all filled in as well. So that's really, really good. The puzzle's really coming along. Now, as you'll have seen from the footage, I've also started to fill in some of the circles themselves. And as I said before, a lot of this puzzle is this kind of creamy colour in the background. So really my way forward with that was to start with any splashes of bold colour that I could find. So I started with red. There's quite a lot of red. You've got red robes that some of the people in the constellations are wearing. You've got the Cancer crab, which is red. You've got bits of red inside these constellations here, and little splashes of it elsewhere. There's a tail there with red on it, and a mane here. So I've managed to do that. My next step then was to pull out greens, because there's obviously quite a lot of green on this as well. You've got that creature there, which has got a big green tail. You've got kind of snakes dotted around the place. We've got a big scorpion there. So yeah, so I've really just been going for the colours and filling those in, and then it was a case of just kind of referring to the box or the poster and just double checking whereabouts they went and fitting them in that way. Similar to the Celestial Planisphere glow in the dark puzzle that I did, one of the lines in this has these markers on, whereas a lot of the other lines don't. So I was able to utilize that to a certain extent as well, to put those together and then fit those into place as well. So honestly, the way I've approached this puzzle is almost exactly the same as the way I approached the other Celestial puzzle, doing the diagrams first, doing the outside edges first, and then filling in using the lines to navigate. The only thing with this is I've been able to use the actual pictures of the constellations more than I was able to with that one, because they're different. I've simply got different colours to work with on this rather than just kind of white against black. So it's coming together really, really nicely. It's not far off being done. My next steps now are, if you can see here, these are the pieces I have left, and as you can see, a lot of just cream coloured pieces. I have already separated out the remaining ones I could find with green on, and also a good few with sort of yellow and gold on them as well. So my next steps will be to figure out where these go and possibly sort through a few more and pull out a few more pieces with bits of gold and that on. And yeah, just fill in the gaps from there, using these lines to navigate as well where I can, and using the box to help me figure out where pieces go, and potentially maybe doing a little bit of shape sorting, but not many pieces to go now, so I don't suspect that this will take too much longer to do. So we will get on with filling out these lovely big circles, and I will see you at the finale. Right, so there we have it. The Celestial 1000 piece jigsaw puzzle by Cloudberries. I thoroughly enjoyed building this puzzle. Equally as much as I enjoyed doing the other Celestial Planisphere puzzle in part 1, which was my favourite puzzle to do as a kid. And even though that had the glow-in-the-dark element and things, this one just had... It was sort of the same but different. It had all the things that made it a Celestial Planisphere puzzle, but, you know, this one had colour to it. It had real detail in the constellation pictures and just things that the other one didn't have, and I thoroughly enjoyed building them both. It's, I don't know, perhaps it's not surprising that I followed pretty much the same order of things in building it. I pretty much did the outside parts of the puzzle first, all the diagrams, any writing or titles or anything like that. I did do all the edge first of this Cloudberries puzzle, but I didn't finish the edge of the previous one until a little bit after I'd done some more of the inside, but that's because it was black. So, but apart from that, I pretty much did all the outside edges of the puzzle and then filled in both the circles, and I utilised a few of the same methods to do that as well. So things like using the lines and the little markers on the lines to help me fill in those parts. But the thing that really helped me fill in the circles in this puzzle was the colours and the detail in the pictures, which I really loved. I mean, there's not much more to say about it than I have already said. I mean, it's a great quality puzzle. I've never, ever done a bad Cloudberries puzzle. They've all been superb, really well made, lovely images. I love the colours in this puzzle. And I've thoroughly enjoyed doing this little mini Celestial series that I've done for you. So I really do hope you've enjoyed it. I will apologise for just the slight difference in the way I've filmed these two. Most of it took place on my puzzle table, but I'm in the middle of moving house, and partway through this video, the puzzle table got flattened and I took the legs off it and things. So the remainder of it got done just kind of on a whiteboard. Hopefully it's not too noticeable, but yeah, I'm in a bit of chaos here at the moment. So again, I hope you don't mind that I haven't done a proper outro like I normally do, but yeah, thank you so much for your patience. I really hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that those who have seen it who are not subscribed like it enough to maybe subscribe to the channel and stick a like on the video. That'd be brilliant. Yeah, I look forward to seeing you in my next video, which I hope will be Christmas themed. I'm actually heading back home to excuse me, to where I was born, down in England, for the holidays. So I'm going to spend it with my family. I cannot wait for that. And hopefully I'll be able to get a nice Christmassy themed puzzle video done for you while I'm down there. But until then, I shall see you very soon, and I hope you all have a lovely Christmas. Bye!